Hey guys, it's Overland Q&A time. Let's jump into some of your questions. Right, let's go here. Wahid Akhtar commented, this is on YouTube. Where can I get Airbag Man compressor? Alright, so we did that Airbag Man compressor test. Well, we did a whole compressor test. I think we took 4 or 5 compressors, stuck them up against each other. ARB, Airbag Man, I think it was an Extreme, something Thunderbolt, Thunder Extreme, and we stuck together the Bush Ranger. That's right. We did a test, compared all of them over there, and Wahid wants to know where he can get the Airbag Man compressor. Right. It is not commercially available in the UAE as of yet. Watch the space. Should be here soon. I would say probably around about February or so. But in the meantime, if you want to, drop a message below. You can send me an email. And we'll see if we can bring in a couple for those people that want some rather urgently. Great compressor, I must say. Go and watch that compressor test. It really gives you the range of what you're paying for and what you're going to get out of it. So if you're getting out there more often, yeah, I'd stick to the Airbag Man. If you're going to be going once a quarter or whatever the case may be, you can go with the cheaper brands by all means. But the results were quite insane. I was very, very surprised with the results over there. You know, $1,000 compressor all the way down to a 299 dirham compressor. It's not much difference really in the performance, but you know, longevity, and then obviously when it gets to the amount of tires and so on and so forth. Go and watch it. It's absolute fun. Right, Wahid. Yeah, and to anybody else that would like some of those, drop us a message. Let's see if I can get all of the guys at Airbag Man and see if they can't send something to one of the dealers down here or whatever the case may be. So, yeah, hope I helped you out over there, mate. Right, so let's get into the SpeedeX tip of the week, and I'll take one more question after that. Right, this week's tip with regards to those little buzzy little objects flying around your campsite. Irritating as hell. The rain has come early and the desert is full of flies and mosquitoes. Here's a couple of tips of what we do to repel the flies. We burn citronella candles and or citronella oil. Depends what you've got. So, a whole bunch of these, and if the flies are really intense, we'll add some burners with some ground coffee. Flies hate it, absolutely hate it. It's brilliant. So combine the two if it's really intense, otherwise the citronella candles work just fine. Those flat surfaces where you want to go and prepare some food, or you want to play games with the kids, some card games or Monopoly or whatever the case may be, the flies just love those flat surfaces. Rub them down with some Dettol or rub it down with some white vinegar and voila, no flies. As for the mosquitoes, well, I've got no hack for that. It's pure mosquito repellent. Rub on as much as you possibly can because you think they can't get into your tent. You think you've zipped it up in time, or the kids have gone in and out and they've forgotten. 2 o'clock in the morning, zzz, here next to your ear. It will drive you insane. So rub down that mosquito repellent, maybe give your tent a nice little spray before you get in, and you'll have a good night's rest. Hope you enjoy your camping. Hope you enjoyed the tip, and we'll catch you next week. If it's dusty, drive it. Right, I hope you enjoyed that tip. Yeah, I tell you what, weather's changing, everybody's getting out there, and I'm receiving a lot of comments about people watching the show and asking me for coordinates or routes or tracks. Now, I've done a short show about this in the past, and guys, we're inundated with the amount of comments, and we thank you so much for watching the show and supporting us. But we've decided for the routes and the coordinates that we're going to minimize that to the people that support us from a monetary point of view, and that's to our Patreon supporters. So our Patreon supporters will be receiving or do receive coordinates and routes and so on. You know, we had to draw the line somewhere as to people that are supporting us monetary and to people that are just watching the show. So sorry about that. I hate to force you to do it. We don't want to force you to become a Patreon, but we cannot share with hundreds of thousands of requests. We just don't have the manpower to do so. So this is from Nathan Varghese. I hope I got that right. And there's a whole bunch of you guys that have asked for coordinates and so on. And you're all planning your trips, which are great. I spend a lot of time on Google Earth just planning the trips, and then obviously we document the routes. Hopefully soon we'll be able to launch an app and you'll be able to get that on the app. But more about that later. Guys, keep watching the show, keep supporting us. Patreon members, always, thank you for your support. It's because of you guys that we can get out there and create the routes for you guys. So catch you next week.